right, Greg. Thank you. I'm with Hall of Fame coach John Thompson. And Danny was moments ago, John, talking about the Twin Towers. This certainly is your area of expertise. What about Tim Duncan tonight? What does he have to do for the San Antonio Spurs?
Well, what is extremely important is that the defense of the Lakers will indeed be focused on Tim, just as it is on Shaquille as it pertains to the Spurs. Tim has got to be extremely aggressive. He's got to receive the ball well. He's got to hold on to it because they're going to be doubling and triple teaming him. He's got to make certain that he steps his game up to meet the challenge of the Lakers, because the emphasis will, as I said, indeed be placed on stopping Tim Duncan when the Lakers do their scouting report today.
Shaq again. With Bryant on top, the shot clock showing 5. Fisher against Porter. The dunk fires it and nails it with 1 second on the shot clock.
Oh, huge shot by Fisher, and that's what he did in game 1. It wasn't how many shots he makes, but when he makes them. He makes them at critical times. That was great defense by the Spurs right there. I don't see Shaq being very aggressive to start this game.
Well, that's the very important matchup, Danny. When David gets the ball, he's got to be just as aggressive as Tim was just then on Shaq, to occupy him and to get him into foul trouble.
Robinson makes the fake. Kobe bit, and a foul called on Bryant, the first on him.
And you can see right here as they come over the pick and rolls, Daniels is going to come and take the shortcut route. He doesn't want to give help from the big guys. He wants to handle him on his own, and they're going to live and die with that 20-foot shot. Now, maybe if he makes 4 or 5 in a row, they'll make an adjustment and start trapping.
Well, it's almost like picking your poison. You go over the top and you have the threat of a layup. You go behind. If Kobe is hitting, he still can make that shot.
Duncan collides into Grant and finds it again. Tim Duncan has started the game 2 of 4. Had a good game 1 of 13 points and a couple of threes, and has made the difference down the stretch. A great steal by Rick Fox in a foot race with Daniels, and 2 the other way.
Well, and that's the thing that you have to be careful of. Fox made a great play. You just talked about Fisher. Then you talk about somebody like Grant. We talk about the superstars, but these are the guys that have been playing extremely well for the Lakers, and Davis got to stay focused. But talking about focus, Kevin, look at this guy. He's starting off great.
And that was a great play by Terry Porter. Great penetration and fine for give Duncan the easy opportunity.
Shaq gets his first points tonight.
Well, when Shaq plays like that, he can't be guarded. You know, he was a little passive to start the game. He's trying to, you know, David Robinson is kind of geeked up, playing him very intense, and so is Tim Duncan. Shaq's kind of pacing himself, feeling his way into this game. But that time, Coach, he's unguardable when he just wants to get to the basket.
Very unguardable.
Duncan's got 6 and now 8, and he has been virtually unguardable to begin the game.
Boy, that's what he's got to do. But again, David Robinson's got to pick up.
Lakers have not made a substitution, just the Robinson sub with Rose coming in, the only one of the game to San Antonio, and a miss right there by Duncan.
And that was the easiest shot Duncan's had so far tonight. Great drive, and he's not worrying about the double teams right now. He's just attacking.
Bryant knocked away by Tim Duncan inside. Danny Ferrigo's clawing for the ball. Shaq vacuums it in. And out of bounds it goes. Off the Lakers.
Hey, those guys are battling in there right there for that loose ball. I love it. Right here, but Tim Duncan, he's there this time. Kobe gets by Terry Porter again, matched up. There's the Twin Tower we've been waiting for. Stop the lanes with the loose ball on the floor. Ferry, Shaq, everybody battling for it. He's confident in that jump shot. It's part of his game over the last few years. He's really developed.
Shaq's got 2 points. Fisher to Shaq. Plowing inside, rejected by Robinson. Collides with Duncan in a charge on O'Neal. He's got 2.
That's a great defensive play by Tim Duncan right there. I love how Tim Duncan is running to guard Shaq. He's saying, David, you go guard Ori. I'm guarding Shaq. Does a good job, and that's the right call.
Well, and you love his competitive attitude. He's meeting a challenge with a challenge, and that's extremely important with the Lakers because their confidence is sky high right now.
Horace Grant will set the check back in for Los Angeles with Johnson feeding Duncan over Ori. Lakers 50% shooting, Spurs 47%. Fox. Great spin move, rejected by Duncan.
And that's the Twin Towers we talked about in the open right there. I think both of them might have got a piece of that block right there. Fox does a good job. Sean Elliott, not the same defender that he was earlier in his career. Right here, good move by Fox. But there's David, almost gets a piece in. Tim knocking it back.
Ryan Shaw is checked in for the Los Angeles Lakers. 8 minutes to play in the first half. Inside, Avery Johnson tapped up and in by Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan tonight has put in, well, they're going to give it to Johnson. Avery Johnson has just been credited with those 2 points.
Well, that's a mistake. They'll change that. They'll give that to Duncan. That ball was off the cylinder and a good tap in by Duncan.
Well, what Duncan did extremely well is follow Avery's penetration. By penetrating, he pulled the defense, which put Duncan in a position to tap the ball in.
And right now, San Antonio's doing a great job of just defending the paint, forcing it from the outside. The Lakers can get streaky and knock down a bunch of outside shots, but that's their game plan. Make them beat them over the top.
And I think, Danny, they're doing a great job of going towards the basket.
Like right there.
Just like right there.
And that triple by Fisher breaks a Laker field goal drought of 6 minutes and 30 seconds.
Well, what is important, the Spurs have to maintain their aggressiveness. They're aggressive on defense. They're penetrating on offense. They can't lose focus and then start to become very passive. They've got to continue to be aggressive.
How about the reverse right there?
Oh, that was beautiful.
It's starting to be a reversal of defense right here. I mean, the 3 guys came at Duncan, and he's getting the layups. He's just being aggressive. But talk about aggressive.
Oh, Shaq with the spin.
Excuse me, I got a job to do.
The Spurs lead by 9. They've led by 14. Lakers have never led in this game. Not once. Duncan with 18 points. Double team. Oh, what a punch by Tim Duncan.
I love his patience and poise. You know, they talked about the isolation versus the post-ups. A lot of times Tim catches the ball and steps off the block about 15 feet away, and it's easy for the defensive team to get there and double. Here he just backs in, Horace. Is patient right there. Now Fisher is a worthless help right there. Too little.
Too late.
Well, and Tim Duncan has such amazing touch because he was actually bobbling that ball and losing it. Picked it up off the floor, went through 2 guys, and laid it very softly on the glass.
No fouls to give either way.
They're running pick and roll involving Shaq. See if they get Duncan an open shot here.
Daniels. Duncan slithers inside. What a pass. What a pass.
What a shot.
A pass. That wasn't even a good pass. You see that catch? And that finish, that was awesome.
Well, his touch is just unbelievable, Kevin. And on the move to put a ball up on the board like that is not easy to do.
The Spurs can take a lead with 6.5 to play, but they have not scored from the field in over 7 minutes. Duncan, who's had a horrible shooting second half. Here he comes, inside and try.
Oh my God!
What a play by Tim Duncan!
That was sweet.
Spurs have the lead. And a foul called, I think, on David Robinson. It was. He's got 5 with 6:11 to play in the 4th quarter.
You know, Kenny the Jet made reference to this game as being like a heavyweight fight. Well, that was floating like a butterfly, stinging like a bee, what he just did.
Look at that move. Oh, 7-footer.